the results aren't there right now. But what's going on here is that there's growth under the soil. I put a picture of a flower up, right, and that it's coming through the ground, and the roots are growing out, and the roots are continuing to grow out. And the only way the roots grow out every single day, and they grow stronger and they grow better, is if that we all water.
That is true. Shannon, what is your reaction when you first saw this?
First of all, you don't water a plant every day. You don't water a plant every day. But I already knew you was going to be some bull jive, because when you showed up with that press conference with an Eagle sweatsuit on, and you talked about you played rock, paper, scissors to judge an NFL player's competitive spirit, I already knew where it was headed. And you've done nothing to let me know that it's not going to continue to head in this direction. But it serves Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. Howie Roseman, the general manager, Jeffrey Lurie, the owner. It serves them right. They deserve each other, and they deserve him as a head coach.
How did he get this job in the first place?
You know, how a lot of America get jobs.
Okay, well,
my homeboy, I know somebody that knows somebody.
There you go. Well, he wasn't really even the coordinator in Indy, because the coordinator is the head coach who also calls all the plays.
Correct.
So what had he done to merit this job? I don't know. It's just who you know?
Yeah.
Because Frank Reich obviously gave him a glowing endorsement to people who believe in Frank Reich.
Right.
Well, half the time in my career, I've met some of these assistant coaches, and I think, I know more football than that guy does, but they get jobs.
Of course.
You've worked with these people.
Of course, Skip. You get a job because, you look like the person that's hiring. And you talk like the person that's hiring. And you know somebody that knows the person that's hiring. That's kind of how America works, because football sports are a microcosm of society. A lot of the jobs don't get listed. Now, this job got listed, but we know who was going to get the job. Skip, come on. We know good and well, ain't no way a brother going to be able to show up with a sweatsuit on and give an interview talking about, I play rock, paper, scissors, and get the job. He better be suited. He better be dressed like I am today. Or you show up with a sweatsuit, an Eagle sweat, let you know he wasn't even thinking about getting the job, Skip. He just showed up. He didn't even have a shirt and tie to put on. Forget it was going to be Eagles color green tie. He didn't even have a suit jacket to let you know that he was.
I actually feel sorry for the Eagles. That's a first for me.
I don't. They deserve it. After the way they did Dougie P, after the way Dougie P deserved better. Man won a Super. That make it seem like they would just win all the time, and they could just get off Dougie P. It's like, oh yeah, we good.
Well, he did say you have to fertilize the flower, and they've been creating a lot of fertilizer.
With some bull spinners. That's the fertilizer. You talking about the water
today. Undisputed back same time tomorrow.
Is that you know what y'all been putting out the ground?
Have a good day, everyone.
All right, undisputed.
The Cardinals are looking to stay undefeated tonight on Fox, and Kyler Murray's development in year 3 is a big part of their success this season. According to Fox Bet Sportsbook, Murray is neck and neck with Josh Allen and Dak Prescott to win MVP this year. So, Shannon, what is Kyler's NFL ceiling?
An MVP, Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's a very special talent. He has speed, he's powerful, he's accuracy, he can make every throw, but his feet is what sets him apart, Skip. You can't simulate what he does. I mean, if you find a guy that's fast enough, he can't throw the football. You find a guy that throws the football, he's not fast enough. So how do you simulate a guy like him or Lamar Jackson in practice, Skip? You get no simulation for that. You can get guys that actually says, okay, this is what we want you to do with the ball. Or say a Tom Brady or a Matthew Stafford, guys that can make throws. But when you add his legs to the mix, Skip, this is a different animal. My only concern about him is that he was such a small man. I say, even if, Skip, if you don't hit him flush, just the mere fact that a 340-pound man is falling on top of a 185-pound man, just that in and of itself.
I think he's close to 200.
You give him 200?
Yeah, I do, but go ahead.
You know 200.
I got it. I know what you're saying. He is actually stoutly built.
He's compact now. He's not the typical guy you see. You look at him and tell. You look at his arm, Aaron Rodgers' story. You look at him in those sleeves. You can tell. Okay, he's put together fairly, but still he's such a small man. But his ceiling is an MVP. His ceiling, he can take a team to a Super Bowl. They've done a great job of putting pieces around him with D-Hop, A.J. Green. They got Zach Ertz now, Skip. They got 2 guys in the backfield with Edmonds and Connor. So I like what they've done. They keep building the offensive line because you got to protect him.
So just for the record, it took the man across me a while to come around on Kyler Murray, but you have come full force around.
My only concern was still, Skip, his size.
When he was back at Oklahoma, I kept telling you These are the quickest feet I've seen since Barry Sanders was at Oklahoma State playing college football. And you scoffed at me because you said Barry Sanders is a whole nother level.
Right.
I don't believe he is. I believe that Kyler's feet are right there with Barry's because Kyler has cartoon feet.
Yeah.
They're going so fast. And he made a run in the shootout against Texas that year at Oklahoma, if we could see this, where he just escaped and got away, and all of a sudden, this was a shootout which they ended up losing to Dicker, the kicker, on a walk-off. But it was so lightning struck so fast that it just took your breath away. And I said, that guy can play pro football because his passing release is tight and it's electric.
Right.
Like it's lightning. The release is just lightning. And he was deadly accurate at Oklahoma. And I'll never forget a Friday night game. I'm not going to show you this clip, but there was a Friday night game against West Virginia against Will Greer. Antonio Brown was there to see Hollywood Brown. I think they're cousins.
Yep.
And he's on the sidelines. And it came down to a 4th and 5 at the 40 late in the game, which Oklahoma finally won 59-56.
Right.
And Kyler hit CeeDee Lamb, and it just took my breath away because it was a deadly accurate clutch bullet to save the game and the night. So my point was, I just knew he was such a special little man because when he walks on the football field, he carries himself with this supreme athletic arrogance.
Like he's 6'4".
He does. He's got his shoulders back and his chest out because he's been doing this for a long time. All he did was win every high school game he played at the highest level of Texas football.
Right.
All he did was just keep winning every state championship, right? And then he goes to Oklahoma, and they got to the national semifinal against your Bama team.
Well, he went to A&M first, remember?
Right, I know, but I'm saying, I still don't know what happened to that. That was a weird deal. But he winds up at Oklahoma behind Baker for a year, and then he gets his shot, and he goes up against Saban's defense in the Orange Bowl, which was the national semifinal. And remember, he throws for 308 in that game and ran for 109. So that's 417 combined yards. I said, that kid can play.
Yeah, we let him do that, though. But we already had him. It was 28-0.
Okay, I got you. But he made it a game.
It wasn't no game.
Okay, and all he did was make all Big 12 as a center fielder, which is why Billy Bean, the great Billy Bean, said, I want that kid, and was willing to take him 8th overall in the MLB draft. This is special talent that we have never seen before. So do you think he'll ever be ranked as a top 5 quarterback? Probably not, just because of his height.
Yeah, but
maybe. Okay, but what's happening in pro football, just for the record, is he's only 10th in quarterback rush yards this year because he escapes to throw the football.
Yes.
It's right, left, and he drives people crazy because the defensive lineman can't get a hold of it.
And he's realized it's better to throw the ball than run it because he said those legs hurt.
Well, they do. Okay? So he's 17 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. But what I love the most, he is leading the league at 74% completions.
Yeah.
He's deadly accurate.
Yep.
He can throw it.
He can.
And now that he's got some talent around him defensively, you got a world beater.
But they've done a great job surrounding him with talent offensively also, Skip. To bring in A.J. Green to help take some pressure with Christian Kirk and Rondale Moore. Now they trade for Zach Ertz. They can run the football because before they couldn't run the football. Now they can run the football. He can dump it down to the backs. He can always count on D-Hop being open. Yeah, they've done a great job. Yes, Skip, he's an MVP. That's his ceiling. MVP Super Bowl. That's the ceiling.
See TV tonight.
Yeah, must-see TV when you put something on your Cowboys. Yeah, you'll see
We're not there
the little feet that you be.
All right, and it's going to be a great one tonight. I know we're all going to be watching. Coverage starts 7:30 Eastern on Fox. Up next, Kevin Durant just admitted something about the Nets' early season struggles. Wait till you hear what he had to say. Let me tell you after the break.